Hello everyone, welcome to the Sam Fury Show. In this episode, Sam from samfury.com and Aventuras from sfnonfictionbooks.com discuss the book Superhuman, written by Dave Asprey.
All right, we're going to dive into Superhuman by Dave Asprey.
Oh, I like it.
Deep dive into biohacking. We're on mission to unearth those golden nuggets about living longer, feeling younger,
Right.
and more importantly, what can we actually apply to our lives?
Let's unlock those secrets.
Asprey, he doesn't hold back, jumps right into his own story, talks about battling premature aging caused by toxic mold.
Wow.
It's a wild reminder that,
Yeah.
it's not just how we age, but what might be speeding it up. Right?
Exactly. And that leads us right into those 7 pillars of aging he outlines,
Yeah.
which are really the cellular processes behind why we age, why we get sick.
Hmm.
And what's fascinating is Asprey doesn't just say, well, too bad, it's inevitable.
Right.
He gives you these concrete ways to hit the brakes on these processes, like managing stress,
Okay.
avoiding those crispy yet carcinogenic foods.
So burnt toast off the menu. Got it.
Maybe.
But he goes all in on diet,
Yes.
almost like prescribing food as medicine. What is that about?
He sees food as a powerful tool against aging,
Okay.
not just fuel.
Right.
He wants you to ditch inflammatory foods, things like processed grains and anything with glyphosate,
We'd
which
like to say, yeah.
that's a common herbicide
Right.
that he links to various health issues. He's all about organic, grass-fed, timing your meals strategically.
And let's not forget his love for intermittent fasting.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
He's not just talking about weight loss here, actual cellular repair,
Right.
like hitting the reset button.
It ties back to those pillars of aging. For
Okay.
instance, fasting can activate something called autophagy, which is like your cell's built-in cleaning crew.
Huh.
It helps clear out damaged components. And basically, Asprey argues that boosting that process can help slow down aging on this deep level.
So it's not just about skipping a meal.
Right.
It's about triggering your body's natural rejuvenation process.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool. But it doesn't stop at food, does it? He gets into all sorts of other biohacks.
Oh, absolutely. He dives deep into sleep optimization, how light exposure affects aging, even the surprising link between your teeth and how you age.
Really?
Did you know a misaligned jaw can contribute to stress and inflammation throughout your body?
Whoa, had no idea my jaw could be secretly aging me. I'm suddenly feeling the urge to book a dentist appointment.
Right. It's fascinating.
But speaking of inflammation, he dedicates a whole chapter to the gut.
Yes.
What's the connection with aging there?
Your gut is like this command center for your overall health.
Mm-hmm.
And Asprey hammers home how crucial it is to a longer, healthier life. He points out that things like antibiotic use, imbalances in your gut bacteria, those can accelerate aging and increase inflammation throughout your body.
Okay, so gut health equals a younger you. Got it.
Essentially, yeah.
But how do we actually make sure that our guts are in tip-top shape?
Well, he offers some clear action steps.
Okay.
He's a huge proponent of upping your intake of prebiotic fiber, which acts like food for your good gut bacteria. He talks about reducing sugar, which can feed the bad bacteria.
Oh, right.
And this is interesting. He even suggests keeping an eye on fermented foods if you're prone to histamine sensitivities.
Because I do get headaches sometimes after eating fermented foods, and I always thought those were supposed to be good for you.
They are for many people, but Asprey acknowledges that everyone's gut is unique, and he encourages listeners to be mindful of their individual responses to food.
Interesting.
And consider getting gut health tested for a more personalized approach.
So it's like personalized gut maintenance. I like it. But it's not all about what we put in our bodies, right? Asprey also gets into those next-level biohacking treatments.
Absolutely, yeah. Things like stem cell therapies, peptides.
Oh.
We'll dive into those in just a moment. But first, are you ready to unpack those treatments?
Okay, next-level treatments it is. Honestly, some of this stuff sounds straight out of a sci-fi movie. Where does Asprey even begin?
Well, he starts with those stem cell therapies we mentioned, talks about their potential to actually heal damage, turn back the clock on how your skin looks, even give you a boost in the gym.
Hold on, rewind for a second. Is he saying stem cells could actually make us look and feel younger?
That's what he's suggesting. Now, it's important to note that this field is still evolving.
Right.
And Asprey really emphasizes, do your research, proceed with caution.
Of course, yeah.
But he presents some pretty compelling arguments for the potential of stem cells in anti-aging.
So it might not be mainstream yet, but it's definitely on Asprey's radar. And what of those peptides he mentions? Those sound pretty high-tech, too.
Peptides are fascinating. Imagine them as tiny messengers that tell your cells what to do.
Okay.
Asprey zeroes in on specific ones like TB500, which he believes could be a game changer for speeding up healing and potentially even extending lifespan.
Wow, okay.
It's like giving your body's repair crew a serious upgrade.
Okay, this is where I need a little help wrapping my head around things.
Mm-hmm.
How exactly do these peptides work their magic?
Well, take TB500, for example. It's been shown to promote the growth of new blood vessels, which is crucial for delivering nutrients, oxygen throughout your body.
Mm-hmm.
And Asprey argues that this improved circulation, this enhanced healing capacity, can have significant anti-aging benefits.
It's like upgrading your body's internal infrastructure to run more efficiently. So we're talking about healing faster, repairing damage more efficiently, and essentially slowing down the wear and tear that comes with aging.
You got it. And he doesn't stop there. Asprey also digs into bioregulator peptides, which he suggests can support specific organs. It's like giving your heart, brain, other vital organs their own personalized tune-up.
It all sounds incredibly promising, but are there any downsides to these biohacking treatments? There's always that fine print, right?
You're right to be cautious. Asprey is very upfront about the fact that this is still cutting-edge stuff. More research is needed. He stresses the importance of working with qualified healthcare professionals, understanding the risks involved, making informed decisions based on your individual needs and health status.
He's not saying, hey, everyone, go inject yourself with stem cells. It's more about staying informed, doing your homework, and approaching these therapies with a healthy dose of skepticism.
Precisely. He wants you to be your own health advocate and not just blindly follow the latest biohacking trend.
Right.
But he's definitely excited about the potential of these therapies to revolutionize how we age.
Okay, so we've covered some pretty intense biohacking territory here.
We have.
But what about those of us who aren't quite ready to sign up for stem cell injections or experiment with peptides? Are there any more approachable anti-aging strategies that Asprey recommends?
Absolutely. Asprey doesn't just live in the realm of high-tech biohacking. He also emphasizes the importance of lifestyle changes, accessible practices that can make a big difference.
So back to basics, it seems. Fill us in on what Asprey suggests.
Well, for starters, he's a huge proponent of collagen supplementation.
Yeah.
That stuff that keeps your skin plump and youthful.
Right.
He argues that adding collagen to your diet can improve skin elasticity, joint health, even gut health, which we already know is crucial for longevity.
Collagen.
Right.
It's not just for wrinkles anymore. I'm sensing a theme here. It seems like a lot of these anti-aging strategies, they kind of overlap and connect in some way.
You're picking up what Asprey is putting down. He emphasizes that aging is this complex process influenced by a multitude of factors.
Right.
He encourages readers to think holistically, address aging from multiple angles.
So it's not just about one magic bullet, but rather a combination of strategies that work synergistically to optimize our health and longevity.
Exactly. He highlights the importance of minimizing toxin exposure, managing those stress levels, and even using techniques like microneedling and cryotherapy for their potential age-defying benefits.
Okay, hold up. Microneedling and cryotherapy. Those sound a tad intense. Can you break those down for us?
Sure. Microneedling involves basically using tiny needles to create micro-injuries in the skin, which Asprey claims can stimulate collagen production and improve skin texture.
Interesting.
It sounds a bit scary, but many people swear by it.
And what about cryotherapy? Isn't that where they, like, freeze you?
You're essentially right. Cryotherapy involves exposing your body to extremely cold temperatures for short periods.
Right.
And Asprey suggests that this can reduce inflammation, boost metabolism, even have mood-boosting effects.
Wow, okay. So we've gone from eating our vegetables and getting enough sleep to microneedling and freezing ourselves. Asprey certainly covers a wide spectrum of anti-aging approaches.
He does. But remember, he emphasizes that it's about finding what works best for you and your body.
Right.
He encourages experimentation, personalization, always within the bounds of safety and informed decision-making, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
He's like the ultimate biohacking guide, but he still wants us to use our best judgment and be responsible.
Exactly. Now, are you ready to explore some of the more controversial topics Asprey tackles in Superhuman?
Oh, boy.
He even delves into the realm of performance-enhancing drugs and their potential to impact lifespan.
Performance-enhancing drugs for longevity. Okay, now we're getting into some seriously uncharted territory. You're going to have to elaborate on that one.
Yeah, Asprey definitely pushes the boundaries here. He talks about compounds like SARMs, which are basically synthetic drugs that mimic the effects of testosterone.
Okay.
He argues that they could have potential in slowing down aging, but he's also very transparent about the potential risks and the fact that more research is needed.
So it's not just about popping a pill and turning back the clock.
Not at all. Asprey emphasizes that this is complex stuff, and it's not something to be taken lightly. He also mentions a compound called carbon-60, which he suggests might have anti-aging properties based on some early research. But again, he stresses that more studies are needed to really understand its long-term effects.
It seems like his philosophy is, here are the possibilities, but tread carefully.
Exactly. He wants readers to be informed to understand the potential benefits and drawbacks and to make their own choices based on their individual circumstances and risk tolerance.
He's definitely not promoting reckless experimentation, but he's also not afraid to explore the cutting edge of what's possible. So with all these different biohacking approaches from the simple to the extreme, where does Asprey recommend we even begin?
That's the great thing about Superhuman. It meets you where you are. He provides a ton of actionable advice, regardless of whether you're just starting your anti-aging journey or you're already knee-deep in the world of biohacking.
So you don't necessarily need to be ordering stem cells online or booking a cryotherapy session tomorrow.
Not at all. He stresses that the fundamentals are just as important, if not more so, than the fancy biohacks.
Okay.
Things like prioritizing sleep, managing stress, cleaning up your diet, moving your body regularly. Those are the cornerstones of healthy aging.
It's a good reminder that sometimes the simplest solutions are the most powerful. And there are things we can start doing today no matter our budget or how much time we have.
Exactly. And those small, consistent changes can create this ripple effect that influences how we age on a cellular level.
It's like Asprey is giving us a blueprint, but we get to choose which tools to use and how to build our own personalized anti-aging plan.
That's a great way to put it. He's empowering us to take control of our health and longevity one step at a time.
So we've covered a ton of ground here, from diet and exercise to stem cells and peptides. What's the biggest takeaway you hope our listener walks away with today?
I think the key message is that aging doesn't have to be this passive, inevitable decline. Asprey challenges that traditional narrative and shows us that we have more agency than we think. By understanding how aging works and taking proactive steps, we can optimize our health span and potentially even extend our lifespan.
It's empowering to know that we're not just along for the ride.
Yeah.
We can actually grab the wheel and steer our aging journey in a direction that feels good to us.
Exactly. And that's a really exciting prospect, to age on our own terms and live longer, healthier, more vibrant lives.
Absolutely. Now here's something to ponder as you go about your day. If you could slow down your aging and gain an extra 10 healthy years, what would you do with that time? How would you live your life differently? It's a question worth exploring, and we hope this deep dive has given you the tools and inspiration to do just that. Until next time, keep those minds curious and those bodies thriving.
Thanks for tuning in to The Sam Fury Show. If you found this episode useful, let us know with a like, follow and share. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to visit samfury.com to get free access to all our original summaries, which you can download as PDFs, as well as other exclusive content. It's all completely free at samfury.com.